Steph, just coming back home this week, and obviously, getting a win column is priority for you guys.
Yeah.
Just thoughts on this week.
Yeah, it's always been a tough start for us. I think we've actually improved our performances. We played quite well against LA Galaxy, I thought. Limited them to only a handful of chances. Obviously, a silly goal to give up, but just wouldn't click for us to find the equalizer. So, again, nothing to show for, but I think our performances have been improving a little bit. So again, we're trying to stay positive and building on the things that we're doing well and starting to do better. But yeah, at some point you need to start getting results, and I think this weekend at home again, finally, is a perfect time for us.
What did happen on the goal?
Just came out from the left side, and I think we kind of gravitated towards the ball, and he got lobbed over someone, and it was Peck, right? Peck kind of ran onto it pretty straight, and then so when he hit it straight on, kind of started up coming pretty high. So I had my hands up in this position, and it started dipping, and instead of turning my hands, especially in the wet conditions, and just trying to get a block behind it, I kind of kept chasing it with my top hands to the point where you start getting too low, and then it kind of skidded down and into the goal. So still silly goal, obviously. Frustrating one to give up early on as well. Got to make sure that doesn't happen again. My bad for sure.
Is that something that, are you at the stage in your career where you learn from a situation like that, or you just tell yourself that, I'm not going to let that happen? I don't know. Is it a learning situation?
It's not like I didn't know that I shouldn't have done that. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
But the unfortunate thing with goalkeeping is that you it won't be your first, and it won't be your last ever. Because unfortunately, the errors, the margins are so slim, and you make a mistake and it goes in. And I thought actually the week before that I had a really good week in training. My shot stopping was coming in really well, especially after finding a kind of a groove after being out for a bit, and then now finally having a chance to train again full. I felt really good, and then so to then give up that goal is a bit frustrating. But what do you learn from it is, for us, it was there. Maybe barriers, wet conditions. Give yourself more room for error. That if you screw up, that maybe a half a step or a step forward gives me a better angle to the point where that when that skids out to the left side, it might even just hit the post and go out or whatnot. So. Those are the things that you can look at and say maybe we can improve on, but that's just a silly mistake that I think unfortunately it happens once in a while. You don't want to repeat it. But this week we worked hard on shot stopping and stepping into balls to really make sure that the confidence is really high again on yes, I'm hard to beat, and feeling like, hey, you can say to a striker, come and beat me, I feel confident, I'm good. So I feel like I'm ready to go, and Andrew definitely as well.
Go ahead.
As far as Montreal, having not played them in a while, does that help or hurt as far as your position goes?
As far as my position goes,
yeah,
or with teams?
With teams and facing somebody, kind of new in a sense. Does that matter?
No, really, because I feel like players change teams. There's obviously they have players that have played in different teams before that we've seen, and we're every week I feel like you treat the same way. You kind of go over the game you just had, see what you did well, what you didn't do so well. Then you start introducing the new opponent. What do they do well? What are familiar faces? What are tendencies? Whether they've played in Miami before, or in Atlanta, or other places. If you faced them before, obviously you take that on board, and you try to tell some of your teammates to be prepared for certain tendencies, and we try to hash out a lot of things here on the field, because sometimes it gets tough in the stadium with the distances and also the crowd and the noise. So, no, I don't think it changes anything.
In the locker room, overall sense of feeling any extra pressure to get a result at this point, or is it still too early? You're just over a month in.
We definitely want to get a result because we want to reward ourselves. We've been working hard, so yeah, we want to get a result. Is it added pressure? It's Look, if you're looking at it realistically, there's 87 points left to be had. The urgency definitely picks up because at some point you want to get the monkey off your back. And for us in the past few years, we've always been saying that we want to improve on home performances as well. So this is a great opportunity, and opportunities present themselves, and then you have to take them or waste them. We would like to take this opportunity.
Thanks, Steph.
When you say silly goal, just to clarify, that's what you mean is like kind of like better in a sense.
Yeah, it's an error.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Steph.
Yeah, thanks.
No worries.